Hello again, YouTube. We're going to play Fallout New Vegas. We're nearly at the end of Old World Blues, etc. Or etc. in fact. So let's get cracking, shall we? I nailed that intro. That was the best ever. I am on form, on fire. Okay, so where are we? We've made it through to Mobius's lair. The infamous Mobius, who all of the think tank are particularly worried about. And there he is pootling around. And at the top up here in this canister is my brain. He's got a nice little line in songs. Wait a minute. Oh, my brain's asleep. Okay, I can't talk to it right now. I have to talk to this guy first. That's right. At the end of last session we did a little bit of this and the game crashed. And we completely lost everything. So, well, we completely lost everything up to walking through that door. But I have already spoken to this chap here. And I feel like it might behoove me to chug a few mentats. Get my intelligence up. Let's take a look at what my current situation is before we engage with him. My condition? Well, I'm obviously addicted to something. Medex. Oh, that's -1 intelligence. We really need to deal with this Medex withdrawal. I don't have the special substance that allows you to deal with withdrawal, do I? Does it just wear off over time? Who knows? Maybe the chat can tell me, but I don't have a clue myself. Dr. Mobius's scrubs. Charisma +1, science +15, and intelligence +2. Well, we'll put those on before we talk to him, because that'll go some way toward mitigating the effects of my addiction to Medex. Let's loot these and get everything out of them. If I remember correctly, oh, yep, one of them's locked. Maybe two, because I could have sworn it was the bottom left that was locked, but we'll see. Well, the plan, based on Mars, is to convince Dr. Mobius to stop his crazy attacks, because frankly it's upsetting everybody else in the think tank, and if we can talk everybody down from this apocalyptic madness, we'll post-apocalyptic madness, we'll be able to probably reap some benefits from that, because well, they'll still be here, as opposed to me having to kill everybody, which would really suck. I do so hate the scorched earth policies. Bottle caps, scientist gloves, they don't add any special intelligence boosts, we'll leave those. 20 gauge round, bottle caps, the rest can all stay. Energy cells drained, microfusion cell likewise. Okay, I remember going through here and finding a fairly sizable haul of loot, but I don't know if I want to do it for a second time. Maybe I just have to remember to save before I do anything particularly interactive. I'm sure looting crates is going to be fine, but oh, Sunset Sarsaparilla, I'll have that. Why, thank you. Yeah, I remember now, yes. Tons of mentats, that's what the loot was. I'll have a few of these before I talk to Dr. Mobius, just to make sure I'm up to scratch, but I'm pretty sure that's going to lead to a severe mentat addiction, which is going to lead to more withdrawal effects. I mean, yeah, I've got a huge supply of mentats just from these bins alone, but is that going to be enough to keep me going forever? I don't think so. I can't spend your whole life hopped up on mentats. What have we got in here? Oh, this is the room with all the big desks in and stuff. Ooh, and a first aid box. Who can say no to a stim pack? I know I certainly can't. What's that? Oh, the snoring sound is my brain fast asleep. We have to talk to Mobius before we can speak to it. Where did I take that empty Nuka-Cola bottle? I saw it and I still pressed A. My reflexes were my undoing. Could I really call it reflexes if I inadvertently did it? It's more of a physical stammer. What am I talking about? Physical stammer? Tick. Twitch. That's the word I was looking for. Ooh. A twitch on Twitch. Okay. More mentats. What's this? Flour? No, I don't want flour. I'm not baking cakes out here in the wasteland. I don't want the wrench either. I want these microfusion cells. They go in my weapon. And by that I mean the weapon I currently use. Shall I deal with my encumbrance first, or thoroughly explore the loot and see what I can get? Let's just take all the loot first, and then we shall whittle our inventory. We shall find the spaces, the nooks, the crannies, the crevices and such, we're nearly there. Okay, now would be a good time. Oh, after I've picked up this last little small drained energy cell, just another little Waferfein mint. That was an incredibly mauled attempt at a joke. Just a Waferthin mint. Items, that's what we want. No, we want weapons, that's it. We can see what we can maintain. We can maintain this LAER. Good, that's going to be worth a few bob. 7,994 caps. Pretty good. Plenty of proton axes, that one can be repaired with a throwing axe. Nice, I have 9 axes, each worth approximately 4 axes, sorry, 9 pulse grenades. Jesus. Is that the combined total value of all 4 axes? It must be 13,988 caps. I can't sell that anywhere. How can I sell that to cash in on the caps? Nobody carries that kind of money around. Oh, sorry, I was looking for repair stuff. I got diverted by my little rant there. I don't know, the Fallout economy these days. Pah. Of course I can't repair any of this stuff. Why would I be able to repair any of it? Doesn't matter as well. I've get rid of enough weight and I can now move again. What do we got here? Camera. Lovely. Drained microfusion cells. Excelente. Mentats. Of course. What else would I expect to find? Pre-war money. Looting is rewarding. By its very nature, of course. The acquisition of loot is a reward in itself, but it can be a little bit tedious when there's lots and lots of loot. I don't have anything to repair that one with, do I? I couldn't... Well, I don't know, they might pay pretty high, close to the mark price. I mean, well, look, we'll see what happens. Maybe the sync economy will have improved, and there'll be some more caps there. Right, let's try some more... Can't repair any apparel. Has anything become maintainable, repairable? No, nothing at all. Okay, in that case, oh, I'll look in my MISC section and get rid of at least that Nuka-Cola. Pardon me, Nuka-Cola bottle I picked up. Empty Nuka-Cola bottle. There we go. Drop. Still got to get rid of 5. Empty Sunset Sartorilla bottles can go. Don't need those. Got to get rid of 2 at least. Well, the finance clipboard. We don't want that. That's money. That's for DLC. Dog tags, they're cool. I don't weigh anything. I could ditch some of this Night Stalker blood. I've been picking it up in the thought that it might be useful to somebody, but I really don't know. Well, they were 360 a pop. I've got 8 making... I don't know. Let's just ditch all of these. The Night Stalker blood can all go. Goodbye. Sod it, the eggs as well. Why do I keep picking them up? Oh, look at me.
We haven't seen anybody in a while. Maybe the monsters have stealth suits too.
Quite the litterbug, aren't I? And I've just remembered how annoying that suit is. What I'm going to do, in order to allay the annoyance of said suit, is jump back into another menu. I apologise for the menu trawling today. And I am going to put on Dr. Mobius's scrubs, because...
Don't you like me anymore?
Yes, I still like you, when I'm sneaking. But your general... air is somewhat irritating. If you said more stuff, maybe I'd keep you on, but you just keep repeating yourself. Why am I talking to not only an inanimate suit, but a digital representation of an inanimate suit? Oh, that reminds me, I'm a bit late to the party here, but if anyone hasn't played it yet, really should give the Stanley Parable a go. It's really good. There you go, there's my little public service announcement there. Dragon Mac gifted it to me a few days ago, and I gave it a little crack last night. Just had a first time whirl through, and it's jolly entertaining. Really well worth a go. Okay, where are we? We're going to talk to Dr. Mobius in a second. Is there any more stuff I can pick up? Dr. Mobius's glove. Okay, and then I think we looted. Exactly. Clothing should be seen and not heard, unless you're in a one-man band, in which case it's kind of vital to your act. But otherwise, based on Mars, a perfect generality, one that should be adhered to and spread. Where are we? Dr. Mobius's scrubs. Let's have a look at Dr. Mobius's gloves. Oh. Apparently they are not outfits. Let's have a look up here. We're going to find it in here. The CD drained dog hide. No Dr. Mobius's gloves. Are they a quest item? Maybe they're a quest item. I'm pretty sure they're not ammo. Ah, Dr. Mobius's glove. It's a weapon. Energy weapons -5, perception -2, critical hit frenzy. That doesn't sound particularly useful. Well, there you go then. Rule proved by exception. The unanimous vote is carried. So, Dr. Mobius, would you care for a chat? I'm just going to eliminate my overlay. Actually, let's talk to him normally. I'll just turn the mic on.
Oh, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. A little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
Good. Right. Oh, actually, damn. Is that better? I didn't take the mentats. What a ninny.
Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. Flying tortoises were the worst. Would you care for a mentat?
Thanks. Yeah, I think I will.
I love mentats. Delicious and smarty. I have all sorts of amazingly science-terrific thoughts and ideas when those chalky tablets are zipping through my biogel. I forget them all not long after, though, especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end.
You aren't exactly what I was expecting. Surrender, Mobius. I don't want to fight you. I've defeated your giant robo-scorpion. You're next. Enough. I'm here to kill you. Okay, I think we're going to go for you aren't exactly what I was expecting.
Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
Okay, I need my brain back.
Do you? You seem fine without it. And does it even want to go back with you? Maybe you should ask it. It's quite independent, has all manner of opinions. Tell you what, I'll leave it up to your brain. If it wants to go, then fine. If not, well, you should respect its wishes.
Okie dokie. We've got some XP, that's nice. Didn't take us up a level, but that's good. Let's retrieve my brain. Time for me to go. Goodbye.
Indeed. The goodbye part of our little chat, then. Goodbye. Please mind the equations on the floor.
Good. Okay, before I talk to my brain, I'll quickly pop a mentat. Because, why not? Mentat, that'll be up here in the M section. Mentats, 66 packets of mentats. It's going to make my stats look pretty boss. Let's take a look at my stats now just to see what's going on. Strength 6, Perception 9, Endurance 5, Charisma 10, Intelligence 10 plus, Agility 4. My agility is low. Why is that? It's probably withdrawal, I expect. Maybe I took it down when I genned up. I don't remember. Let's go talk with the old Brizane. Hello, brain. Oh. Oh, okay, it's just coming up into the observation tank. Good evening, Brain. I have come to reclaim you.
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been? Crawling through pits of radioactive muck again?
Are you my Brain?
Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
I wouldn't mind a cookie. There's no need to be sarcastic. Meeting your own brain is a slightly odd event. Listen, you're my brain, so you better be more respectful. How the hell did Mobius get hold of my brain? Never mind, I want to talk about something else. Why are you such a dick? Let's be nice to the brain. Ah, that was it. There was some kind of loop. Shit, can I save? No, I can't save! We have to avoid the loop. Ah, damn. Curse you, brain. Okay. There's no need to be sarcastic. Meeting your own brain is a slightly odd event.
Yes, well, believe me, the opposite is equally true. Good lord, have you bathed at all since they pulled me out of you?
Gosh. Yes, because running around a crater full of bizarre science experiments, hygiene is a top priority. I've been busy. What about you? That tank isn't exactly looking springtime fresh. Never mind, I want to talk about something else.
Of course.
This is too weird. I'll be back later.
Barring the unlikely event that I evolve some sort of rocket-propelled locomotion, I will be here.
Ooh, get him. Okay. Oh, not that. We want to save. Haha! Now we will never again have to loot Mobius's digs. Let's get back into that conversation.
Ah, the meat has returned. Lovely.
Lovely. How the hell did Mobius get a hold of my brain?
After the think tank extracted me from your skull, they fell to bickering amongst themselves. I'm sad to say we were quite forgotten about. Dr. Mobius saw an opportunity to gain some leverage and had me spirited away to his dome.
Okay, we've been spirited to the dome. How did he manage that?
I don't know. I'm afraid the trauma of our separation rendered me quite insensate. I didn't come around until I was safely ensconced in this tank. I'm quite sure whatever he did was highly scientific, though.
That seems like a pretty unlikely coincidence.
Hardly. Dr. Mobius keeps a close optical sensor on the goings-on at the think tank. As soon as he saw the opportunity, he took it.
Okay, well that answers that. On to something else.
Well, as long as your curiosity is satisfied.
Are you my brain? I'm dropping a lot of frames here. I do apologise if the visuals are not up to scratch.
Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
Listen, you're my brain, so you better be more respectful.
Oh, had I? What exactly will you do if I don't? Not put me back in that cranial dungeon you call your head? Heavens forbid.
Did that say Don John? I'm sure it said Don John. Once you're back in my head, I'll watch television. Lots and lots of television. Why are you such a dick? Fine, never mind. Let's do that. Once you're back in my head, I'll watch television. Lots and lots of television.
You wouldn't. That's inhuman.
Don't tempt me, brain. I would, and I'd follow it up with an alcohol and ant nectar cocktail every night. Maybe not, but it got your attention, didn't it? I'm not sure about that one. I'm going to say don't tempt me.
Fine, I'll try to respect you more, sir.
Don't you want to be reunited? I thought you'd be happy to get back in my head.
I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you.
Okay, let's have a little look. Let's Well, I hope I'm not interrupting your revision too much there, Base, but I think the graphical glitches may have stopped. There was just a momentary drop of frames, and I don't think the YouTube viewers will see it, and you're probably the only person watching right now, so they may have not been noticed at all, and me mentioning them was foolish, but oh well, never mind. But what about the good things? What about a cool breeze on your cheek, the smell of food, love? I can see your point. What can I do to make this a fair compromise? Too bad. I've got arms, you don't. You're coming with me. I think I'm going to see what can I do to make this a fair compromise.
If you want me back, we need to establish some ground rules. First, showers! Second, regular checkups. Regular, mind you, and from a reputable doctor. That Julie Farkas woman, for example, she seems to know a thing or two. Third, you need to listen to me more than your hormonal choir and genitalian orchestra. Promise me that, and you've got a deal.
Fine. You've got a deal.
Really? I didn't expect you to actually agree to that. I'm afraid that was a bit of a bluff, really. I'm not going with you.
So, what? You'd rather just stay here, never leaving that tank of whatever that stuff is? Well, if you like being stuck in there so much, maybe I'll just leave you.
Well, certainly there might be some things I miss about being ambulatory. We have seen some incredible sights, haven't we? Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown. Helios 1 coming back online. Jason Bright and his followers launching into the... Jason Bright and his... Jason Bright... Ah, the meat has returned. The meat has returned. Lovely. Well, that's a I'm not the one that makes us clamber. Well, maybe next. I'm not going to look at it from in your head. Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got
Speech option. Here we go, a speech option. I had myself muted there. That was a bit of a wasted moment, wasn't it? Right, speech 75. Isn't it just as true that you only feel this way because you're lacking those hormones? So what? You'd rather stay here, never leaving that tank of whatever this stuff is? Let's do this one.
I suppose you're right. That does call certain assumptions into question, doesn't it?
It does. So we're in an impasse. You can't feel what I feel, and I can't think the way you think.
Indeed. Quite the conundrum. How do you suppose we resolve it?
I think you need to climb back into my skull. I think we have to trust each other and acknowledge that we aren't complete if we're separated. Well, maybe we could keep going like this. What do you think? I don't know. I have to think about this some more. Oh, I think this is the top one, the good one.
I suppose there might be some advantage to that, yes. There's a chance that the reintegration would create some improved synergy between us.
So what do you say, Brain? Join me for some more wild adventures? Maybe I have been a little unfair. If you want to stay here, I'll let you. If you love them, set them free. But I don't think I can really do without my brain in general.
Well, I suppose you've convinced me well enough. I'll rejoin your body if that's your final decision. Unfortunately, before we get to that stage of the proceedings, we have a problem. Even if I could settle myself back in your skull and reconnect all those pesky nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here. We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share.
I'm pretty sure I can talk them into it. Why? They promised to put us back together once I did what they wanted. Then let's go make them share. Come on, Brain, it's stomping time. Let me think about this. No, I'm going to do the top one.
And you believe them? Really? I know you were recently deprived of my fabulous advice, but... Really? Once I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past the radar fence and the whole Mojave will be their playground. And that is assuming, of course, that one of them doesn't take a fancy to our body and decide to slip his own brain into it instead.
What's so bad about letting the brains get out? They don't seem that terrible. Speech 75. You're part of me. I know you don't want to let that happen any more than I do. Let's do that then.
Well, I suppose I do miss those endorphin rushes when we save the day. All right, what's the plan?
The think tank won't hold up their bargain. We'll make them. Let's go. I'll handle the brains. You stay here. You'll be more useful outside my head. Let me think about this. There we go. Let's talk the think tank into it. I didn't put all that charisma for nothing.
Right. Look out, think tank. This brain is coming out of its jar. I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took from us. Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go. Klein will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
Oh, I see you and your brain reached a compromise. How pleasant. I hypothesized after the indignant frequencies my receptors had recepted, such a partnership-based conclusion would be low on the likely scale.
My brain told me the think tank needs to be stopped. Can you help? Do you know how I can stop the think tank? Can I have a mentat? Okay, my brain told me the think tank needs to be stopped. Can you help?
If I recall, I had a plan that was working, whatever it was. I don't think it reached fruition. I would recall fruit if it had happened. I wasn't trying to kill them, just keep them out of trouble. What was that plan? Blast! I probably wrote it down on the floor somewhere.
Any tactics I could use to attack the think tank? What was the plan you had? Well, I don't want to keep them out of trouble. I want to kill them. What was the plan you had?
Something ingenious and needlessly complicated, I expect. I may have already told you and forgotten it. I forgot I had forgotten pencils until one day I found one. Spent days studying its purpose before my memory circuit kicked in. Felt quiet silly.
Felt quiet silly. Any tactics? Anything I could do to stop them that doesn't require violence?
Well, you could try and appeal to their humanity. That's a tired cliche. And really, when they were humans, they weren't very good humans.
I'd like to make the effort.
Well, there's many things they have forgotten, sitting in their bowls. Friendship, the thrill of discovery. Love, masturbation, the usual. Much like your brain, I am certain there is something you can spark within each of them. Memories, hormones. A wise man once said, "The eyes do more than see. Make them see, if you can. Or, if not, you can always make them succumb to fear." It certainly worked for me, for a time. Then you came along, and bravery and/or desperation trumped that little idea. Back to the drawing board, I suppose. Or is this the end? Hard to tell.
Scare them? How?
Oh, tell them I'm still alive. We had a nice chat, and we agree on a few things. That's true, isn't it? Or you could kill me and lie about it. Either way, it would be interesting. And if you are partial to lying and deception, well, you could tell them a ludicrous lie. The more over the top, the better. That's my experience. They're more than a little gullible. Better make it convincing, though, or it'll be the dissection table and vivisectors for you. And if you speak of me, please try and make me look good. I am Dr. Mobius, after all, not some lab assistant teacher's aide.
Okay. It looks like I'm getting absolutely no frames per second, so it might be the case that what you're seeing is a frozen image. If that's the case, I do apologise, but we'll see if the frames come back. We'll just finish this conversation. Time for me to go. Goodbye.
Indeed. The goodbye part of our little chat, then. Goodbye.
Okay. Let's pause the game for a moment and see if we can fix these drop frame issues. Bear with me. All I have to do is Alt-Tab out. There goes the music. Ah, look at this. This is so ultra-professional, it's unbelievable. And I'll temporarily stop the stream. Bye-bye for a moment.